All right, we are back. We are back. Let's get it crack-a-lacking. All right, so the Nasdaq had some crazy moves today. Crazy moves. What I'm gonna be doing today, though, today we're gonna be framing out, see what kind of plays are setting up here. And I still haven't gotten my main computer. I downloaded something on my main computer and still now can't even stream on it. So I gotta stream on my laptop. And then I'm running all my trading and on the main computer. It's still good for that. But what I wanted to do is show you all the like the order flow and all of that. So we have a few different things we're looking at. So the day looks like here. I got a few different profiles here. Let's go to the other one here. Few different layouts. Definitely gonna be fun though. There we go. All right. Yeah, I just had to adjust the music. All right, so I'm looking at some fibs here. We're right here on the Nazi. We could possibly get up to this pivot here or further up. Let's get rid of everything now. I'm gonna do a fresh drawing. Fresh drawing. So it looks like the main level right now is right up in here. Right up in here. Right, this little wick. But it was a crazy move, and then it chopped on the US session. Then at the end it drops, right? Right at the end it drops. So I'm gonna be looking here at some orders here, see if I see any major levels, and then I'm gonna be plotting them there. So we got our payout today as well. Very nice. Then I went on to blow the account. Happens, man. I'm trying to get more than one payout. I don't know why I feel like I gotta just get it all then. Right? But we had a nice payout. And we are now back in the evals to get more. Payout was nice though. It's good to get payouts, man. Once you get the payouts, man, it becomes real, right? It's real then. So right now here for the Nazi, but right here I don't like that this pivot is right here, and then I mean it's kind of like it may range out, right? So we dropped from about 26,400 and just literally tanked. I mean, today was crazy, man. Today was really crazy. And then in hindsight, right? In hindsight, it's like, oh shit, I could have caught that move, right? When you get in real time, though, it's kind of different, right? So what I'm working on is trying to definitely hold my trades longer, right? Being able to hold trades, because I hate when I'm in a trade, I done saw it all, and then once it gets to moving, right? Once it gets moving and I'm seeing everything, and then I'm seeing I'm up nicely, and then it gets to kind of retracing just a tad bit, I'm out of there. Like, I'm like, shit, I'm not giving that back. And then sometimes I'll get back in, but a lot of times, right, I just kind of stay out, right? So I'm trying to get better at that as well. So I've been documenting everything like that on the website. Definitely check it out. Also, I'm gonna be coming out with some tools on there, man. Right, trying to put together a whole community. Can just follow the journey, because I think this is one of the best things you could do, right? It's one of the best things you could learn to do is trade, right? And then if you just take like, if you could start making $100 a day, right? And it's so easy in futures. It's so easy to make or lose $100. Like one click in like 2 seconds, you could be up and down $100 with one contract. So we're getting better at that. Let's look at gold. Gold did some crazy shit today, because it was really, I was plotting for further down moves, honestly. Let me see. Yeah. And it still may, but I don't know. Kind of, I hate see this type of stuff when it gets real close to the next pivot or fib or anything. It just doesn't get there, man, and that pisses me the hell off. It pisses me off so bad. All right, let me see if there's any other one here. This could have been a good level, actually. But that's one thing that gets me. All right, so I'm getting better at that as well, though. Trading definitely is a continual journey, right? That's what I think. And then I just I'm reading a book now by John Dalton, who really popularized like market profile. And one of his later books, he was kind of retracting a lot of the statements he said in his first book, or just kind of realizations, right? Different growth he's had and experiences, and seeing even more, and some things he was really updating, right? And that's one of the main things he discussed, man. It's no specifics, there's no certainties in this thing, all right? It's like literally organized chaos. And knowing that, especially with prop trading, right? If you're doing prop trading, it's a lot you really, really, really have to do. Especially you get into things like Apex. Apex taught me honestly how to trade better. I'm not gonna lie. Because of that trailing drawdown, you have to get the hell out at the peaks, right? So I started learning with that. The whole strategy is to use limit orders, right? Use limits, right? And don't look for like big moves, really. Not until you're like way past the threshold, right? Or if you have a huge threshold, right? I was playing with like a 50K, 50K with the I believe that's a $2,000 drawdown, 2,500 or so, and man, I blew a lot of accounts there. But I started learning, I started seeing and noticing that my trading was actually improving because you have to be quick with getting out, right? So when you see profit, I mean, don't just take it, but damn sure be trailing tight, right? Especially if you up nice, right? If you up nicely, I'm like, man, let's get the money. Especially once you pass the threshold, once you're past like the rid of the threshold. Oh shit, I keep doing this on my other computer. Here we go. So right now, gold may keep going up, man. I'm not off of that. All right, it's kind of starting to invalidate my sell thought here. I was looking for an extension, really. I was looking for this kind of move here. Still may happen, right? But which is kind of it was a kind of deeper retrace down to 3,800. Let me see, and then on that field, man, that's the kind of moves also. That's what also taught me to really start taking profit. This type of stuff. You see this? Look at this. Right? And this is a weekly chart, right? This is a weekly. I'm gonna go down even further, but look at this. Right? This doesn't look like a lot, right? That doesn't look like a lot, but look. Let's look how much that is. Okay, only 25 points. I mean, 25 bucks, so that's 250 ticks, which is still great. That's 2,000 bucks, 2,500 bucks, right? But then you start drilling down, and then you start really, at least for me, I start seeing the fuckery in this, man. It's some real shit that happens, man, to where I believe it's too many participants in this mug, right? And they start front running, right? They know you're trying to get here, right? But then you also, if you start look at the whole number here, 3,901. We didn't even get to 3,900, so they were double front running that, right? And this was where we actually made our money that we just withdrew. All right, we caught this move from this breakdown, and I was aiming. I promise you, I was aiming for this 38.75, and this is the things that I kind of start learning when trading with Apex, is that, right, when it's dropping like that, right, how much of your profit do you want to let go back? And with Apex, it's really like, how much of that profit can you let go back, right? You can't let it go back too much. You could be up 2,000, 3,000 and let it all go back to break even. Now you are down $3,000, man. All right, you're not at zero, you down 3,000. So with that Apex start teaching me, it's like, I'm not gonna give all that back, right? I'm not doing that. So on this move, even though I was aiming for this last bit, where I used to blow it, right? I used to blow it, man, trying to get all the way down here. And there's no reason it shouldn't get down there, but you have the fibs here, or the pivots. You have a whole number, right? So they're like, nah, we're not gonna get there. And all these people are selling, right? Think of all the retail people that's selling, even big players. They're selling like it's gonna get to 38.75. That's the next logical field. Logically, I mean, everybody in the world sees that, and it doesn't get there. They literally just pull it, they yank it, or they slowly do it, right? To where it's like, oh, it's gonna get there. I'll just give it a little time, and they just slowly just keep you in. And with a lot of the props, you can't go past the day, right? Holding your trade, so you end up taking a loss. You end up taking a loss for nothing. All right. So that's some of the things I've learned. Also, the power of one contract, right? The power of one contract is crazy, man. Right? If you think that you're really here, right? You're really here trading, and in 10 to 20 minutes, right, you could make, at least 500 bucks, right, in a good 5 minute during the US Open or something. So those are also different things I'm forcing myself to keep in my mind, right? Keep those type of thoughts in your mind, because it's like, man, if you go out of here, right, you stop, you do something that's not trading, you working with 8 hours, you may make 200 to 300 bucks for the day in 8 hours though. And I'm talking about, it's 8 hours of work you don't want to do, right? So continuously thinking those thoughts. I'm gonna put actually something together where I put a like a list together of just some thoughts, man, some real reinforcing thoughts that I'm gonna be using, that I do use, and really will continue to use, honestly. All right. But I definitely do that. But that's one of the thoughts that actually started getting me to trade better. Is that, dude, like, one contract could get you right? And Apex with the 50K let you trade, I believe, what, 10? You can trade 10 contracts, right? Apex with the 50K. And then if you could really get there to last, past the 6 to 8 withdrawals you need, right, to start really getting in the account, right? And I haven't gotten there yet, right? I end up blowing it after about 2 payouts or so, and then I got to start over, right? But to hold on to an account for that long, right, and then be able to pull all of that out, man, come on. Yes, 50K right now gets you 10 standard contracts, man. Of course, you're not going to start. That's the thing, too. You can't get in there and just start throwing 10s. All right? You don't want to do that. But it's crazy, the ability. So I'm trying to also teach myself to stop taking these opportunities for granted. We are in a day and age where literally you could have $300,000 in buying power. You could go out there and trade 35 freaking contracts, right? For as low, even if you don't get a discount, 600 bucks. That's nothing, right? 600 bucks, 35 contracts. You'll make that in a blip, right? Let me see what the drawdown is. And so I'm trying to keep reinforcing those thoughts in my head, right? Because they ultimately make me a better trader. They ultimately make me a better trader when that happens. When I'm thinking these things, that's when I trade better. That's when I'm more focused. All right. Yeah, 300K account, right? You get 7,500 damn bucks, man, for 600 bucks. That's without the discount, right? They're gonna discount 80, 90%. You start really getting bread. But even if it's no discount, you still win, right? It's crazy, man. It's really shit, man. So those are other thoughts, right? So I kind of repeat those same realizations to myself daily. I'm like, dude, okay. I'm literally telling myself this every day, right? Even after I blow an account, right? I could blow an eval, and I may be like, fuck this, honestly. And then I was like, dude, why did I do that, right? Why did I just not stop, right? Start over, do it again, boom, boom, boom. Of course, you're gonna blow some before you get it, and then you get a payout, right? And then you get 10 times whatever you didn't spend. But it's a battle. It's a battle, but it's something we literally have the opportunity to do, right? So I want to literally force those thoughts in my head every day, every single day, right? So we just started 9 o'clock here Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Top of the hour. Honestly, gold could just pop up some more, man. I mean, it's really at this point. But I'm still going to probably hold on to a short bias, man. As long as we're kind of below this area. Alright, as long as we're below this kind of area, if we start getting above here, man, right, these kind of wicks will be problems, maybe. Yeah, I want to kind of start dropping there to kind of, but you got also with that, watch the dollar, right? Watch the dollar. If the dollar starts tanking, still it's negative now, right? Just look for ups. Right. So Nasdaq, they've lowered interest rates 0.25% as well. I mean, so what will that do, right? You'd think it'll raise up everything. And the crazy thing about it, though, is that the government is shut down. The government has been shut down all month. And this week was really the first week we start kind of seeing some dropping. But it closed down. Then over that next hour, it actually recovered pretty much a lot of that move back, man. I mean, this bar was crazy, but look at where it opens up here for the day. All right. Open way back up here. So now we definitely want to be watching this. All right. We definitely want to be watching this. It's gonna be crazy. Let me see here. Do we have any major news or anything coming out for tomorrow? Let's start off. uprising in markets and on his own Fed board. I mean, it's just, man, it's fucking calamity, seems like. Another thing I'm gonna get up, actually, let me see, let me put this up here. So I can have more space there. All right, so we're gonna go to financial juice. If you don't know financial juice, they give you a squawk, man, damn near a real life breaking news type of thing, right? Which is also important. Those little nuggets when things happen, right? So I'm gonna put that on here. So now that you have access to that real-time news, right, you could kind of stay up to date with like breaking news stuff that's not on the calendar, right? So for tomorrow, let's see what we have here.
China's President Xi urges members to practice true multilateralism, Xinhua.
Look how fast that, I mean, see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So those type of news things, that's financial juice. Definitely check that out, all right? Because that's going to give you that free squawk. It says delayed, right? But I've literally compared it with the paid version of Squawk. And it's literally at times where even their delayed version is literally faster. So I started saying, wait a minute. Check it out.
China's President Xi urges APEC to maintain industrial supply chain stability, Xinhua.
So we had an APEC summit that's going on right now. That's supposed to be all day. So what could that be affecting here?
Economic environment, Xinhua. China's President Xi promote trade, investment liberalization, Xinhua.
Also, we was looking for some shorts in oil. All right, it's kind of been ranging for a couple days. It's been ranging out. I was looking at that 55 level, and then this big move up happened, right? But we still had this gap.
Trade, Xinhua.
Also, check out the website. I'm gonna be putting up. I just got the website up, but I'm gonna be putting out some tools, man. Some helpful tools. And for any tool that I'll be putting out, man, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be something that I personally use. Right? It's gonna be something that I find helpful, which makes a difference, right? So if I find it helpful, definitely you'll be able to check it out. Check it out. But trading, like I mentioned, trading is nothing else like it. It's literally nothing else like it. Right? You can sit at your desk all day and not make money too. Right? Or you can sit at your desk and make the most money you've ever made. So it's literally a double-edged sword. Literally. Just pretty much like everything is, honestly. But this will definitely cut your ass. It'll definitely. Alright, you come in here wanting to play around, you get your ass cut. Let's see. What? Yeah, I've been cut pretty. I've been cut pretty often with trading, especially in that learning phase, man. Then you start seeing, man, I could make some money off of this, right? And man, you get out there and then don't let a trade go good. My first real experience, I think that was probably like, had to be like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
China's President
I was
Xi
trading,
will take
of course,
advantage of the
MetaTrader,
high-quality implementation of RCEP Xinhua.
and I end up flipping like $100 to $4,000. And it took me some time though. I mean, it took me like probably like honestly like 2 months, which is still crazy. All right, that kind of returned in 2 to 3 months, but it was like 2 months, man. And I was like, in the last like week, I went from like 2,000 to 4,000. All right, so it started growing so crazy, man. I was blown the hell away, right? And man, I withdrew like $3 grand, and I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. I'm about to flip this shit. I started flipping again, 1,000, got to another 1,000. I took that out, then I just blew it. All right, I made like $4 grand out of there. But it all happened though. I was slowly building it. All right, I would do like 100 to like 200-300, right? And then once I got it to 1,000, I got to 1,000, and I said, "This is insane, man." And then I start scalping more. I start taking like, I was doing big size, man, but I was doing it like at specific points, right? And I kind of scale, boom, 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 and then it'll pop, and I get the hell out, right? And that last bit, after that last withdrawal, I blew it. But that was my first taste. I was like, this is so crazy, man. This is so crazy, man. And I've been on it ever since, man. Just really just furtherly honing. And what I'm realizing is honestly always something to test your ass. It's always something to test you, right? Because it's like this, for instance, this makes 0 sense right here, right? Off of this big ass move, that makes no sense. So, then I start setting out levels. I'll be like, okay, what the hell? And then that's literally what got me into order flow, honestly. Because certain shit didn't make sense. It just did not make sense. I'm like, I know for a fact this fib or this
Chinese
pivot,
President
right,
Xi
it'll just reverse in a
multilateral trade
random
regime
ass
must be
area.
safeguarded.
Or at least what seems like a random area, right? Wouldn't be close to a whole number. It'll be like 26,000, for instance, 26,357, and that'll be the peak. And I'm like, why the fuck did they pick 357? Right. So that's what got me in order flow. So I start seeing, I'm like, shit, it's something else going on, right? And it's nothing you could predict, right? And then, of course, you're gonna change bias once it retraces enough. You're like, something ain't right here. Right, it's not getting to that field. Right, just like this here. This made no sense, right? I guarantee you this wiped out a lot of mofos, man. It almost got me, man. But I say it. Apex taught me to take profit early. Take your damn profit, man. Don't give a lot of it back. So this, and then they spiked it once the market closed. Literally, the market closed, boom. Probably earnings or something. I gotta see what happened. But it literally took all of that back. Now it's way back up here. Alright. So now we're watching a few different areas here on the Nasdaq. So we're gonna be watching this area. It's one other little area right up in here. It's kind of like this whole thing, honestly. This peak. Yeah, so as long as we're kind of above this, right? I'm looking for longs. We start breaking that, it's back to the short side. I didn't think it was gonna get back up there though, right? I really didn't. Then I saw it ripping back up. I was like, what the fuck is this? Then it went back over the 23.6 or 25 level. field retracement, and I'm like, what is happening, man? All right, and it got all the way back. So we're gonna be just waiting. So the game plan, really, let me see if we have any kind of small time frame support. I mean, see, even this, man, we got the super cross there on the averages, and we're back up there. I mean, it came back strong. Didn't even give a head and shoulders or inverted, right? A lot of times it'll come up here and then kind of come back into this area and then rip. This is so ugly. V bottom at that. A V bottom. Hate them. Because it doesn't give you a shot, really. It's kind of like you got to take that one bar. That one bar break. So I started saying, I'm like, man, something ain't fair on this shit. Right? I know damn well. I know damn well they was looking at that number and was like, I know it's a lot of people there looking to buy it. And I'm like, they don't want to sell down there. So they just rip it back up.
China top trade negotiator. Photovoltaic products export volume exceeded 200 billion yuan for 4 consecutive years. China top trade negotiator. EVs export volume topped 2 vehicles for first time last year.
Because that's what you got to do. When you get out of your sales, you have to buy, and they're gonna have to be on the other side of that. All right, so they're like, nah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. No. I'm like, man, somebody around here cheating, bro.
China top trade negotiator. Green vehicles like locomotives also maintained strong growth.
Also, check out the Instagram, man. I kind of got off of Instagram for a minute, honestly. I started using it mainly for to look at these really to promote other businesses and stuff. Uh-oh, we're getting some traction here. Okay.
China top trade negotiator will continue adjust to global trend of green and low carbon development.
Oh, somebody took old. Oh, damn, boy, this AI. AI is really something, man. If you're not using AI, also, you need to start, right? Definitely start. Cause I mean, there's stuff you could do with AI, man. That's just blowing. It blows me out the water, man. I mean, it's like, it has me thinking, like, what the hell is really going on? Also wonder what kind of also a big thing too. A lot of uh-oh, look like we're getting some movement to the downside on the Nasdaq. Like I said, let's see if we can find some small. Okay, so we have kind of like support down here. We start breaking down, like I mentioned, this zone. I'm gonna be looking for shorts there. All right. Till then, I'm gonna be trying to see if we can get some loans in play. We got the pivot again, also down here, 26,045. All right. So we got also 26,200. That's looking like that's gonna be some nice resistance for us so far. But so far, really nothing though. No major volatility. Let me see. Also, I started looking at the. I'm trying to pick also times to not trade, of course, but also not just the time, but also the state, right? So like standard deviations or like average daily ranges, right? If it's real small or something like that, right? If it's real narrow, I kind of don't want to be in there. What is up with this? So I have this on here, but it's not showing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now what the hell happened to it? Kind of weirdness. All right, let's change the color, maybe. All right. So standard deviation, right? I kind of been using this along with like the ATRs, right, for volatility measures, right? So I'm about to post a video on my Instagram. Actually, let me see. The last time I posted any content on here was literally like 2 years ago. Over that actually. I just stopped because I just was like, shit. I wasn't selling anything. Still not really. But now I'm just documenting the times, of course, with the different prop firms. You have the affiliates, right? So why not, right? But it's enough money, man, I'm telling you. It gives me a project to do, right? Especially with the site. So I started getting also into like marketing stuff, right? So let me see. Damn, I don't even know how to post on this mug. What the fuck? Damn, I legit. Oh, okay. They kind of made it weird now. And a lot of times too, like just sitting there waiting on a trade, right, could get so boring, right? It could be like, oh my god. So to give myself something to do, right, pick another project. Yo, I legitimately didn't know how to post. Man, they made this shit real weird, bro. It's kind of like annoying. And then there's so many distractions on there, man. It's like shit, man. Why the fuck is this not? What the fuck?
RBNZ Monetary Policy Committee member guide. Small open economy like New Zealand, US tariffs have acted as negative demand shock.
So especially with it being Friday, I think it's gonna be a crazy ass Friday, man. But to me, honestly, every day really, in a sense, is kind of crazy. This damn move at the end of the day was crazy on the Nasdaq. Right at 3 o'clock, man. Look at this shit. Look at this. I mean, it literally retraced the entire move. I was looking for down here, right, to the 800s. Is that right? That ain't right, is it? I thought I had it at 87, 873. Oh, okay, that was a bigger one. I believe this one. No, it ain't. Okay. Shit. I still thought I thought we was gonna get down to the 800s, and we didn't, man. We didn't. So I was looking for us to get right back down here to the 387, down to the 800s, and it just didn't reach it, right? So like I mentioned, Apex taught me to start taking those profits early, right? Start taking them. Start taking your money, man.
China top trade negotiator, promoting global cost of wind power and photovoltaic power generation to drop by more than 60% and 80%, respectively. China top trade
so right to the
negotiator will
VWAP
continue
actually
to provide
on.
these affordable, green, low-carbon products to the world. Trump, it is now time for Republicans to eliminate filibuster.
All right, so we about to get some stuff cooking, man.
China top trade negotiator plans to promote coordinated carbon reduction across foreign trade chain.
And also the APEC, this is the APEC meetings. Looks like we just had a 20-point move down from the down from that 2690 down to that 26170. So that was definitely a good move. Start taking your profits, man. Get your money, right? Make it real. Also, I used to, man, I tell you what's even worse is blowing an account when you are like at the payout. Trying to make just a little bit more. I can't tell you how many times that happened to me, man. I'll be sitting there trying to make just a tad bit more, a couple more $100, $1,000 more, I'm gonna be good. And I done blown $4,000, $5,000. And I'm like, why did you do that? Right? I mean, it just started going down a cycle, and I started saying, man, you gotta stop doing that. Because, I mean, why do that? You know? Why do that? So we're just looking now. Again, like I mentioned, I'm going to be looking for shorts probably further down till we break this zone here, right? And especially if we break VWAP, maybe, right? And I don't get, let me see here. I don't get, man, a lot of this news that comes out, man. Like, that's what also made me, I'm like, man, you got to kind of be like a reactionary trader, right? Trade a reaction. Don't be so basically just set on your thinking, right? On your idea, right? There are a million ideas out here, right? So we're looking right here. We're right at the VWAP here. Right at the VWAP on NASI. And Nasdaq as well. Let me see. I don't see any major orders really. I mean, around this area, around the 70 area. Let me see. So I can do 50-cent increments. So I use like Quant Tower for a lot of order flow analysis, and man, it's been a great tool to add, especially for like little. I kind of use it to kind of tweak my entries and exits. All right, entries and exits get really refined. We're looking at that 2670. We're right there at that. I mean, if anything, we may get a move down here. I mean, this is the short I would be kind of, and I'll still really be kind of hesitant on that. I would be way better with a short probably from once this area breaks and down here. Right. But we're right at that VWAP. We're right at it. We got 50s down there for the standard deviation there. All right, so 74s, right? 26 174. They've just moved down to 73s. Got 20 contracts, so about 50 contracts kind of in a little bundle right up in there. 23 to or 26 73 173 to 74. They're taking them out here. I may have to get ready to get in something here. It's still holding there. Still holding. So we're at 71. They're trying to crack it. They're gonna try it. 73 20 contracts sitting there, and this S&P is light too. I mean 20-30 contracts also. So I mean, here we go. Looks like, let's see. And this for me, this is a no trade zone for me anyway. No trade zone up in this area. It's one of those, even if it spikes now. Because a big problem is I tell you what got me yesterday was I call it the give and take, right? It's kind of like when it spikes and then it spikes back up. I call those the give and take plays, because it's like, it's so fast where it's like if you don't have limit orders there or something, you won't even be able to get out. So we're looking down probably to the 50s here. Possibly to the 50s or the 20. If we can get down to the damn 28, man, that'll be, oh shit, look at that. All right, let's see if we got any major one seller. I'm thinking of entering here. I'm about to get in.
China top trade negotiator on rare earths export controls related to green development. Having a good grasp of security can enable better development.
One contract, see if we could. And it's not. It looks like it's gonna take me out. Yeah, 74s probably need to be the stop. No major sellers and took me out there. No, I just said there's no trades. Oh, here we go again. There it is. If we can start kind of holding below that VWAP. If we could hold below VWAP, man. We could hold that VWAP. We're gonna try to get that down to the 50s. If we can get that to the 50s. So we're now cracking below that VWAP. I want to see that VWAP hold though for resistance. See if VWAP holds as resistance. See if we can hold that as resistance. If we can get another major seller come through there and just crack that bad boy. If we can get some selling. Will they come? They're not coming. $73. We need a hold below 73. Come on. Hold VWAP. Hold the VWAP. And it's not. Can we hold VWAP? Can we hold it? Can we hold it? Can we hold it? So I'm looking to see if we can get back below, start getting some red candles below that VWAP. Right there, we got a 74 seller, 174 seller. Let's see if they can hold. They may try to test it. All right. I want to see if they stay there really. Okay. All right, so we back above it. Back above VWAP. Okay, so the VWAP looks like it's a support here. Not cracking down. Not cracking down. Alright, so we got VWAP looks like now is as support here. No fully crack yet. Another 26 contracts at the 80s. Alright, so we couldn't crack it, couldn't hold it. Couldn't quite hold it. Gold up $10. So could this be going back up, right? We did mention that with support. start busting up through here. So I'm gonna be watching here. I'm gonna be watching this area at 200 area. So if we could start busting over 200, right, then we'll probably start looking for longs. Till then, right, we're kind of just chilling. We're in chill mode right up in here. It peaked below the VWAP. I mean, for a few minutes, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, came back, right? And also, guys, if you like this channel, man, I'm gonna be doing these daily. Definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel. We will be doing these daily. Also, follow us on Instagram. Check out the website. I'm gonna be putting out some new tools, man, on the website. Some free tools, some paid tools, but mainly like free tools that I use, you know, that I find useful, that helps me navigate throughout the market, man. Kind of how to plan your day, man. Plan each trade, plan and everything, and then execute, right? All right, so Nasdaq, we pulled away from that VWAP. We are now on the way back up. I'm looking for some breaks over the 200, right? Once we start breaking over 200, that's when I'm gonna be looking to execute some buys. But I want to see 200s get taken out strongly. Some kind of move over those. So we are going. So that's definitely the next resistance. And we really have some real heavy resistance right here at 90s, 2690. Be looking out there, all right? Because sellers could come in strong right up in that area. 190. Now, if Nasdaq start breaking back below 165, possibly, I'm gonna be looking for a short, man. Try to give me 10 points out of there. And see, my standard deviation still isn't working here. What is up with that? What is up with that? Let's see. It's probably too there we go. So we're looking for 200s. 200 breaks, possibly up to 240, 238, 240. what I noticed also, trading is a lot of waiting. Right? Unless I mean, if you trading like you could trade like first couple hours in each session, right? I usually try to trade like right before the London Open. That's pretty much when I make a lot of money. Or London Open, right? London Open, and then US is usually I need to be kind of probably more selective on the US because I start noticing I give a lot back during that time. All right, so Nasdaq looks like we want to tank. If we start kind of cracking down, like I mentioned, that 65 area, I'm gonna be looking for some shorts. All right, let's see. And let me pull up also. Okay, gold. Let's see what's gold at $7 up. Not much. All right, Nazi looks like it's trying to do some damage. Let's see. I want to see it honestly get below that VWAP before I start really looking for some sales. Alright, nothing big there. Yo, what I need to add on here, I thought I had added that. Start looking at my order flow in a different way, man, and it was a crazy way using like 15-minute profiles on the ladder. It lets you kind of see, it lets you see basically where they're buying, where they're selling. See, now they're trying to do something. Buy volume for the last 15 minutes. And let me see. I don't even know which one. Oh, okay, here we go. Last 15. I'm gonna turn this bad boy to green. Alright, y'all watch Nasdaq. I want to act up. Alright. Yeah, okay, let's save that. And then we're going to go to another profile. Then we're going to do another 15. I'm going to do this one right. Here we want to do 15 minutes, and where the hell is the data? Data's gonna be sale volume, and I wish I could see this. I'm gonna be showing this as well later. I'm gonna find a way, but right now we can't. So we got 15 minutes sales. All right, and then we put this right on each side. Ladder. It's kind of like using a footprint, but I kind of basically put the footprint on the dome. Yeah. So we're watching Nasdaq. I'm trying to see what kind of move it want to make. We just opened up for the new hour. So still at that 26,190. 26,190, that's definitely some resistance. I want to see the break above 26,100 before really jumping in some longs. Looks like shorts want to come on though. If we could break below 26,170, I'm gonna be looking for some shorts. At least down to that 50, try to get us to 20 points. So we set up for both sides. So we're waiting. We're waiting. We set up for both sides. We got entry criteria for both, and then we'll set our stops. I believe here we gave up. Let's see, what 10 points here. 166 to 16, so 10 points. So. Gold is dropping. Gold is dropping. Gold and dropped $9-10 that fast. Let's see. Could the moves be on? Looking at both now. Let's go kind of boom out. Let's see where the hell it could be going. It's really just ranging, honestly, but there may be a trade in there. Let's see. Yeah, definitely a trade down at least 409. See if we can get. Okay, gold is trying to make that move. See if we can get out there. I'm gonna be looking for that 09. So I'll probably get out at the 10s. All right, we're up 600. Let's see, we got 26 on. Okay. Can we get down? Can we go? Can we go? Gold is trying to get there. Trying to get there. What the fuck happened here? Then it'll be so light of volume to bring it back, man. And it's the type of shit I hate when it kind of goes and it doesn't go, right? And it's nothing that I'm seeing that you can look at to even kind of know, right? Besides just kind of like time of day, and then it's even times of days when it will go, right? In them same times. So, we're just watching it. We're just watching. This little spike here. Look at that shit, man. What the fuck? I swear somebody's in there. Somebody's fucking in that bitch, right? It's like I'll be knowing that shit about to come on with it, bro, and then it doesn't, and then it fucking just goes, man. That's what pisses. I don't get it. I still have yet to get it. Man, you could wait for the whole break. Bounce right off that 20. So, but it just came back up over all the major levels there. Look at that. Fuck. Look at that. Look at that. Props, man. That they in there. It's fucking props in the building, bro. That's what I think. What the fuck, man? I mean, literally took me out and then went literally the next candle. Literally. I can't make this shit up. The next candle. The next candle. There it is. It's happening. 09s. I'm looking for 09s. Look at that, man. But it does. That, man, I can't tell you. That pissed me off so bad. 09s. I got a 36 contract sitting at 12s. Look at that, boy. Oh my god. Oh, that's some bullshit that fucking pisses me off. That bitch really literally in 1 minute hit my stop and just fucking ran, bro. Oh my god, you piece of shit. Called that bitch and was still wrong. How can you be right and wrong, bro? That's what trading will show you. Like, motherfucker, you can be right and then wrong. I wish I could see this shit. Like, god damn. I swear, bro, somebody is fucking looking at these motherfucking trades, bro. That's the only thing, cause there's too many times I'll see that. Oh my god, look at that. Let me see what time was it. Let's see. That bitch stopped me out at 10:09. At 10:10, that bitch started. Oh my god. So they working in 10-minute cycles or some shit. Man. Oh, that pisses me off so bad, man. Nothing you can do. You be right and then you wrong. It cracked. I was looking for it to hold 20s. I could have tried again. I didn't. Just hit the stop and fuck. It's like right and wrong. So ultimately you're wrong. That was a good move, though. I mean, that was a damn sure good move. But I really think somebody is fucking somehow even sim order flow. Cause sim order flow, in a sense, I would think it still have some value to it, right? Cause you trying to pass that bitch. Boy. I sure hate that happening like that. Nasdaq though is still nothing. It may have even a further move down, but on gold, I believe that was it still hasn't broken. Oh, that was the Nasdaq we were looking at earlier. Okay. Yeah, that was it on man, that was a nice trade. Let me see how we could have made that better, though. How could we have executed that better? I mean, because a lot of the break and retest stuff I started noticing, it doesn't really happen, man. Honestly. I mean, break and retest is more like breaking it goes. Or it breaks and it kind of does a give and take. I mean, you may get a break and retest. And this, it gave you a perfect kind of break and retest on the kind of up into this area, right? And then it went. But geez, man.
Voice news disconnected.
Alright guys, so that'll be it, man. Definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll be back again tomorrow. Definitely stay tuned, trade smart, and be blessed.